Greetings viewers at home and welcome on another exciting episode of the Petros Khoza Show. Igama lami Petros Khoza. Buka namhlanje ngilethele bani. Men in Black. Niyazi mina ngihlezi ngethabantu abagre. My brother, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
It's good to have you, man.
Thank you.
And who styled you this morning?
Well, do you want to know?
No, let's not go there. Yazi kuneminye imibuzo ethi kahle kahle awuyindisela ukwazi impendulo yakhona, but ngoba singabantu, like when I say how are you and you start telling me your problems, I can't help you, man. I have mine. But ke namuhla zala kwa that ngiphethe ke lensizwa le ezalwa kwaSithole nanebona insizwa inzala abantu ibona nje ngomthetho wehembe ukuthi awubadla awubaphela abantu lokushini. But it's good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and ngicabanga ukuthi ke kunomuntu oyibuzayo ukuthi ngihlezi nobani obakuphi kwenzakalani. Can you please introduce us to the viewers at home?
Okay, umuntu engihlezi naye namhlanje is Dr Emmanuel Sithole.
Oh yes.
Ngazalwa kaSithole ePitori. I grew up in Winterthur. Ngakhula nogogo nomkhulu. All my life I've been surrounded by relatives, cousins and grandparents. Yeah, so I don't really know much about my parents. I haven't got that chance in life. Sure. But growing up, it was fun. I was surrounded by love and yeah.
Wow, uthando lalela lento le kade ithandwa amakhazi ibo bonke umama nobaba sizokhuluma ngayo leyo but not today, ne? My brother, the reason why you're here is because of your running company as a book publisher.
Yes.
You publish unpublished authors.
Yes.
And you also write.
Yes.
You edit.
Yes.
Technically you are in the literature faculty.
Exactly.
Tell me more about the company.
Well, Daveytontv publisher. It started 2016.
Yeah.
Right, but I wasn't running it back then. I was just an intern under my mother. So on my birthday, I told her, I want to do something big. In 2016, I want to do something big with my life. And since my life revolves around books, it revolves around literature, I told her that I want to do something. And then she said, okay, you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to start something for you that encompasses books, that has everything to do with books since you're a book lover. And then I will help you, to continue with the journey,
Sure.
that you want to do going forward. So she taught me a lot of things that when it comes to books. She taught me how to write, she taught me how to edit because she was a good writer as well. And she taught me how to read different types of books, different types of journals that are around there.
Sure.
And then when she passed on in 2019, I changed the company to Daveytontv publisher, speaking to the future of the Azanian people, that they should have Igamba Elihle, it's a Khoza name. So it started there when I started publishing a lot of authors around, giving them opportunities, exposing them to the industry literature, because Mosekasi, when you're a black child with this kind of a dream, it's not always where you'll find someone who believes in you much time. So I took it upon myself to believe in them, give them the opportunity, and just expose them as much as I can.
Awesome. Bafethu ngihleli udokotela singesi sakhona the pace of speaking uyezwa nawe manje ukuthi ayikhona lo hleli la uyayazi into ekhuluma ngayo. But again, mfethu, in short, mhlawumbe if I come to you as umuntu onephupho lokubhala okanye njengomuntu onokuboniswa yabhale, what is it that first you look at?
First, we look at the inner you, because writing is not about you having an idea and just putting it down. Writing, it has to do with you, everything that has to do with you. Okay. Your morality, your behavior, how you interact with the people, how you interact with yourself as well. That's very, very important. Because as an author, you're not only speaking to a people, but you're speaking to yourself as well. So how you speak to yourself is important because it also reflects and resembles on how you're going to speak to other people.
Sure.
So we look at that. All those things, they're very important. Your responsibility when it comes to words, how you put words, because in communication, there might be this physical communication that we're having, but there is also a written communication. So when you're writing, you're communicating with the people as well. So we look at that. We look at those important aspects. If they are able to support you, your framework and your structure going forward as a writer.
Sure.
So those are the very, very important things that we look at first.
Lalela-ke mhlambe ke nawe unayo lephupho lokubhala usuqalile uyabhala uyezwa-ke advice bhala phansi bese uqala you fix the things. Then mase-ke ngicedile ukubhala sengiyilethe manuscript yami so ubonile ukuthi hayi no uKhoza yena ngathi uhlanyela ngakhona there's what we call the traditional publishing,
Yes.
of which it's the business that you are in.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
and there's also other types of your self-publishing and. Mhlambe, let's talk about this one that you are specializing in. When someone speaks of traditional publishing, what do you mean?
Okay, it actually differs.
Okay.
There is traditional publishing in a way which it is business-wise.
Okay.
You know? And then there is traditional publishing in a way which it is legacy-wise.
Okay.
You know? So the difference is when it is business-wise, it comes where you are now dealing with your big authors. You know, people who have already established themselves.
All right.
You understand?
Sure.
People who know their style of writing. People who know what they want to put in a book. You know, and there are those ones who are on a legacy-wise. Established first. You know, those ones when they come to us, we look at first. We okay, this is their style, this is their journal, and then with our profession, we tell them, okay, what you can do from what you've written, you can channel it into this way. This is what you're good at. For example, if maybe you are a fictional writer, you know, and you write mostly novels, thriller and all that, there's a way on which you can write them. There's a way of writing poetry. There's a way of writing scandals. So it's different. So we help them to channel that first. Help them understand their lane of writing with Papalaganjani and what is it that they need to put in order to connect with their readers. So we train that first, and then after that we explain. In order for you to find yourself being able to write in the next coming years, have a unique structure of writing.
Sure.
You know, you are this unique and
Yeah.
different from other authors in this way.
Yeah.
So that's how we help.
Wow, powerful. Lalela, mina ngihlezi in a powerhouse namhlanje. From today, I'm writing books. You know why? Ngoba ngihleli nalo baba uyongisiza lalela ke. Ayi futhi mina ngiyazi bangana ngithi bhala ngisho ukuthi kwantwane kwenzakalani kanjani. Bese uyangisiza ubafo lalela. There's nothing that is better than being yourself. Be unique and be you. Thina sisakhula kade sishaywa kuthiwa wayengafani nomntanakazi banibani, and that used to hurt us a lot, but we wouldn't, you know, respond back to our parents. Iy'ngane zamanje mawucala ukuthi wayengafani nobani uthi uyangicompare. Actually they're trying to say I'm unique. Be unique. You are best and you are good when you are unique. Dr. Isikhathi siphuthumile la baba, but again ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi mase ngifikile kuwe-ke sokuhlole konke lokho kushoyo wasiwakufundisa ukuthi istayela sami yilesi, wasungibonisa konke lokhu ekumele ngikwenze, no? What is the next step?
Well, the next step is simple.
Yeah.
After we have went through all that, after we have investigated and examined your style of writing, your character and all that, we now introduce you to the industry.
Oh, wow.
You know, because as much as we find a lot of authors, good writers, we should as well prepare them for the industry.
Yeah.
Because the industry is a very big place. You meet big people, big giants, you know,
Sure.
and you should be ready psychologically, mentally, and emotionally, you understand? Because you now come to a point where now you're facing competitions, you understand? You are facing exhibitions, you're facing seminars, you know, you're facing tours and all those things. And those things you might be ready for them physically, but mentally you're not.
Yeah.
And most importantly, after that, after you have been examined through all those things and we have prepared you for that, we now give you the platform to go and raise your voice to your people, raise your voice to your readers, and connect with them. You understand? But understand, oh, so this is the person behind the work, this is the person behind the book, so that they know you better. Because one thing I've learned in this industry, which is, as much as people love reading our book, they love hearing us talking about them and talking to them. So we create a relationship between you as a writer and your readers. That will take you far. That will take you far.
Lalela ke indaba ezimnandi asipheli, niyazi ngithi bangani futhi ndiyazithanda indaba. Ayi mara ngeke ngifike kimi. Mina ngibala emakhaya ngibalethe la. Dokotela, there's a young man right now who just have an idea yokuthi ufuna ukubhala, and there's a young girl, kunomuntu omdala ufila ngathi I want to write but I don't know where to start, how to do it. What can you say to them to encourage them to continue writing?
Well, it's very deep because we might give you as much as motivation and inspiration to write, but at the end of the day, it all comes back to you.
Sure.
Where do you want to establish yourself in the industry? What is it that you're trying to reach with what you're trying to write? Because you can write something, you can write a book today, but if you don't have a purpose for that book, it won't take you that far.
Yeah.
So when you are going to write something, if you want to put something down, have a purpose first. Draft a purpose with, okay, with this book, I want to help someone somewhere who's struggling with their mental issues or with their psychological issues. And if you've established that, if you've had that connection, that purpose, then everything else will take its course, you know, because you'll be able to write swiftly because you know what you're writing on a purpose. You're writing based on a purpose. So find a purpose on what you're writing, know why you're writing that, and everything will take care of itself. Everything will just flow.
Man, yazi ngicela ukungasho lutho ne khuluma udokotela phela mhlawumbe abantu abadala bafethu khuluma udokotela bathi have injongo yakho, you know, uthi omunye injongo yami ukuthi mina nomndeni wami simkhonze uJehova. Angazi ukuthi wena yaphi injongo namhlanje thini, but anything that you are writing, it is important. Lalela, when someone compliments you and they say to you, you look beautiful, or you are beautiful, or you are handsome, they even mean the strain of an hair that is at the back of your head, you know, because of, it doesn't matter how small it is, but because of it complements the beauty of the body. Ngisho ukuthi ungayidoubt, ungayingabazi, maybe the world next best solution is coming from you. So lalela, go start writing, udokotela usiphi number yakhe, asiphi email, la uzokwazi ukuxhumana naye khona and talk with him and get this thing done. Dokotela, mhlawumbe umunye uyayibuza ukuthi kule nto yokubhala ingabe bayaphila abantu ngayo na? Bayakwazi ukuthenga isinkwa, tell us there. Mhlawumbe nami ngicala ngibhala.
Well, okay, to be honest, honestly speaking, there is wealth in literature.
Oh.
There is a lot of wealth in literature. You just have to know where you get it from. You understand? You just have to know that people buy bread with literature.
Sure.
I myself
live on it.
I live on books.
Oh, wow.
So I've made myself someone through books.
Sure.
You know, I've traveled the world, seen a lot of people, and helped a lot of people through literature, you know, through all that I get through literature and writing and books. So yeah, there is a lot of wealth.
Oh, our time is up, but here before Sambang, unikeze umuntu amanamba wakho.
Okay, if they wanna talk to E-Executive Publisher, they can WhatsApp them on 067-703-2659. Or they can send an inquiry email at kambelisiazania@gmail.com, or they can visit www.kambelisiazaniapublisher.co.za, or they can follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's at Kambelisiazania Publisher. So that's where they can find the people there.
Bingo. Lalela, from me and the team, we say we love you, man. We love you. Ah, man. As for Nukamba, but unfortunately, we have to discard it. Ching. So, good news. This man here, he'll be writing a memorandum in literature. Yes, in South Africa this year. The man that's sitting right next to me. So he's big to that level. Also, my book is coming out, Learning to Love Myself Through Tears. It's an autobiography. It's going to be under Kambelisiazania. We just spilling the beans, you know, babe. So that
spilling too much. I wanted to surprise them.
So that you know, this man here, he's authentic, you know. Yeah, he's authentic. We love you. May God bless you. Listen, I'm praying for you. But over than that, please keep me in your prayers. I love you. Shalom.